Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table. It is Monday, and we're reviewing...
Infiltration!
I knew you were going to say it too, and I'm tired of people saying things in unison. It's just annoying.
There's a lot of variety in the game. It's going to be a different game every time you play. This is set in the Android universe. There's a few games set in the Android universe now.
Yes. In Infiltration, 2 to 6 players control futuristic thieves known as operatives, infiltrating a highly secure corporate facility to steal digital files. Each operative attempts to outwit his counterparts and collect the most data. But most importantly, each operative must escape the facility before the security mercs arrive. At the end of the game, the operative who escapes the Cyber Solutions Inc. facility with the most zettabytes of data wins the game. It's Fantasy Flight, so the components are all really nice. You know, heavy card stock on the stand-ups, and everyone has nice different artwork on them, based on the Android universe. So there's a real press your luck sort of feel this, because there's the little timer dealio that is counting, and when it hits 99, the doors slam shut, the security forces arrive, and you are scrawed if you're still in the building. So this thing really messes with you. Because you look at 15, no problem. Next year, 19, no problem, we're fine. 24, 35, 47, 60, oh crap!
Run for the hills!
So you start up by setting up 6 rooms from the blue deck, 6 rooms from the yellow deck. You have some there, yeah?
Yeah.
And 1 of the 3 secret rooms that you may or may not find. We have consistently found it every game so far, but I think that's just blind luck. And then you select...
Or bad shuffling.
Yeah, could be. Then you select one of the 6 characters. Unfortunately, as far as the theme goes for the characters, it means absolutely nothing. They do not have any special powers. They are just 6 different characters that are reflecting the Android universe.
You can play the variant that it does make a difference, though.
But it doesn't make so much of a difference. It's just
it's just what cards you start with.
Yeah. And there's no special powers on these cards, so you don't have anything that only you can do. And you lay out 6 and 6 in the one special room. You reveal the first room, and if it has a reveal thing on it, that takes effect. If it has an enter thing on it, it doesn't take effect because you're already all in the first room. But it will if you come back into the room again on your way out. And
if you get out.
Yes. And you will, if there are any tech locks or lab workers in there, you put a token on. It's Fantasy Flight. There's tokens galore. If there's an interface, you put a little token on there. And however many zettabytes of data you can find, you put that many random of these tokens between 1 and 3 is the numbers on them. Very similar to the ones in the original Android game.
They're DF tokens for data files.
Yes. And you will have some 4 to start item cards, and you will have 4 action cards that you can play. These you will always have. These may be expended, or you may get to keep them depending on what the card says.
The ones that you actually get to keep are the most powerful, for sure.
Yeah. They feel slightly broken compared to everything else. I get to keep my sledgehammer, but my gun I throw away after I use it once. What? Next time, bring 2 bullets.
With the action cards, there's you have the choice between using the download card or the extract card. I definitely recommend playing with the extract card. It definitely makes the game better. I say definitely a lot, don't I?
You definitely do.
I do. Definitely.
We didn't mention much about the NPCs. There are 6 of them. There are also 6 special little cards that you can find in specific rooms. One of my favorite ones is the sludge. If you get the sludge, you sort of spread it all over the floor, and anytime anybody comes into this room, they basically lose a turn of movement. They can still do other things, they just slow down. And the NPCs chase you around or flee in terror, or one of them, the CSX-13 robot sentry, he doesn't do anything unless somebody activates him. And You look at what he does. He destroys all the stuff in a room and moves on, destroys all the stuff in the room, moves on, and then leaves the facility. By the time anybody finds him, unless someone is really running ahead, all the rooms behind have been stripped clean. So all he does is, I am walking through the room. I am walking through the room. Goodbye, losers. Yeah, thanks a lot. Whereas the other ones, the cops, beat you about the head and shoulders with a club and start chasing everybody out of the facility. So with the extract card, what happens if you chose that? You reveal it, but you don't take any of the DF tokens that are in the room yet. You wait till it goes all the way around the table, and anyone else may possibly play extract. If you're the only one who took it, you grab 4 zettabytes of data because, as Chris was saying, the bandwidth is there. You're just downloading at fast speed. The more people who are taking, the less you're going to get. So it's a bit of a gamble. Whereas the download is you just get 2 tokens if there are 2 tokens there. Your other options are advance, move farther into the building, retreat, move towards the exit, or interface, which is access any interface token if there happens to be one. That's kind of annoying sometimes because the interface token is there and can be used once and doesn't get replaced.
Yeah, which means one person gets into the game-breaking secret room and nobody else does.
Yes. Well, it's not necessarily game-breaking. If they spend too much time in there and collecting all the data trying to be all smart, they could get stuck and not ever get out. So that's the big thing in this. There's no loyalty amongst thieves.
I find if you can get ahead of the other players, that's a huge advantage because then you can quick download all the DF tokens a lot faster than the guys who are lagging behind. But it's a fast game, which is good because there's be situations where, okay, they're way ahead, they're taking everything, I'm way back here. I mean, I wish I could do something more to sabotage them, but I guess I'll just try to get out, even though I only got 5 DF tokens, and just hope everybody else gets stuck. One thing I do really like about this game, it is a very quick game. Like, you go at the start of the game, it seems like, oh, you got lots of time. But with a lot of games like this, you realize, no, we don't actually have that much time anymore. It's, oh crap, we got to get out. Oh, too late. Now we're stuck.
Because no matter how well the cards play for you, there's a lot of stuff in there that is going to advance this dial. It is going to speed up. You're going to have less and less time as it goes on. It's not an artificially created urgency. It's an actual urgency. It's going there. They don't do it as well as Hour of Glory, but they do it quite well. Wrapping up for Infiltration. The theme is you're a bunch of guys going in to steal data from this secure facility. Only we don't know anything other than here's the front door. We can't trust anybody on this crew, even though we're supposed to have been training for months and we're the hand-picked team of operatives. The theme really, unfortunately, it needs to be tweaked around to make sense with the gameplay. There is a theme there, but the gameplay doesn't make sense with that theme. It's part of the Android universe, which I like the original Android game, even though it's really long, and teaching it to somebody is a friggin' nightmare. Easy to play. Very much so. Everything is on the cards. It's easy to understand. There's no die rolls except for adding this. There's no randomness in what's happening. You play the card and it happens. The only real randomness in this is what room comes next and what the other guys are doing to screw you up.
Oh, and what item cards you start with is a big random factor.
Yeah. And fun to play. Yeah, pretty much. Mostly because of this. That increasing sense of, I'm not going to get out of here. And the last game we just played a game tonight. I started leaving the facility when this thing was at 35. I didn't get out. 35! And I was 6 rooms in when I decided to turn around. And it went from 35 to 99 in 5 turns.
I think tonight was the first time I actually got out.
Yeah, it was the first time I didn't get out. So I will give this game... Oh, I should point out one more thing before I give it the score. It was designed by good old DVAC, Donald X. Vaccarino. This is the first Donald Vaccarino game that I actually like. I give Android Infiltration an 8.
Now, in what you just said, on the flip side of that, this is probably my least favorite Donald X. Vaccarino game, so take that as you will. Actually, yeah, I still like Gauntlet of Fools better. Not by much, but they're more or less the same. There's not as much player interaction as I would like, but we're supposed to. The theme is we're a team, just not a very good team. It is fun, and it's a fast game. It'll be over fairly quickly, which can be a good thing if you're stuck with the crappy item cards and you're watching the guy with the sledgehammer get all the tech locks and get all the DF tokens, and well, I can't do anything about that. I mean, there's the guy that's going to win the game. Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Hit him with the sledgehammer.
If only you could. The game there's a lot of luck. I mean, there's a lot of choices to be made. There's definitely strategy, but I think the game is a lot of luck. If you maybe draft the item cards at the start, that'll help make more strategy. But yeah, for the most part, it's very luck based. But that's part of the whole theme of the game. It's a whole press your luck. Try to get in as deep as you can. Try to get as much as you can. Try to get out in time. I give Android Infiltration a 6.
This page here is all additional rules, variants, adjustments to make the game more difficult, more less difficult, more strategic. It's one of the things that Fantasy Flight is really good with, making the game and saying, here's some other bits, use them or don't, your choice. Make the game fun for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Gamers Table. Tune in next week, maybe, for another review of another game.
Okay, because that's what we do.
I give Anfoid.
That's one small step for man,